Good evening, sir. We are the group of San Jose de Mindanao Seminary, and I would like to introduce to you my team. First, Kinjelit Nanillo, Warren Mishona, and Mardo Halagat, and Michael Macalo. Um, we would like to present uh, our thesis, our overall points based on our understanding on Kant's argument concerning the limits and rules of understanding. So we would like to present our thesis
Yeah.
statement.
So this is our overall point. The limited understanding of man and thinking that self and all law of nature is not contingent and distinguished by kind of necessity.
So this is the Kant metaphysics on understanding and concerning the limits of man, limits of understanding of man, and what is the rules of this to the man. So first statement, the law of nature is a condition of the possibility of experience through our senses. This says that our possibilities through our experience and aided by our senses, it is a law of natures that man has this innate nature to to experience what he see, what he hear, or etc.
Uh, I object of your points. No, 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 no. For me, by means of possibility of experience, uh, we cannot merely lie in our sensibility and understanding.
To answer that argument, Brother Marlo, the possibility of experience lies in our sensibility and understanding, because these are the principles of possible experience and laws of the possibility of nature. So that is the nature of man, that through the sensibility he can understand. He can understand, and that is the possibility to experience by man.
What are you saying to say, what are you trying to tell is somehow that what we experience, we could understand them?
True, that is kanang kuan siya, dili siya kanang kana gid ang pamaagi nga para masabtan nimo ang tanan. That is a necessary possibility, but not all experience is necessary to understand all things, because we have a limited understanding. We cannot understand everything. That is the behind of the our understanding, but through our senses we can understand by limited understanding, not all understanding. We can
So-
understand all things that we can understand.
So you're meaning to say that our somehow thoughts or understanding is being aided by our experience,
Yes, sometimes like
or
that.
sometimes like that. Yeah, for the second point.
For the second point, our faculty of understanding is the primary source of nature's lawfulness.
You know,
Nature's lawfulness. Somehow, Kinjalitanea, I was thinking and I object that the law of nature of the world is primary source of our understanding, right? I think this is for me. It's my concern. So, what would you say about that?
Um, okay, I respect your your opinion, but as for me, we cannot understand the whole nature of a thing. However, we can only provide the perception of existence. Just like what Mr. McCallum said that um, our mind is only limited. Yes, we have the perception of a certain thing, but we cannot know its wholeness. For example, I have a perception, or I have a perception of Mr. McCallum. Yes, I have perception, but I cannot know, or I cannot really know who Michael McCallum is. Yes, ano, kaya kung na ako'y iyang kanang palantaw siya, pero wala ko kabalo kung kin sa gid siya. So that's
But
it.
sometimes, out of perception, like I can see directly that he is Michael McCallum. Isn't that enough that I already know Michael McCallum?
No, it's because
Why?
It's because it's like I said that we only have perception to our senses. We perceive things to palagi kanang our senses. Yes, we perceive things,
Yeah,
but
di rataman.
di artaman ka dili kita makablo kung sa
So we cannot really know or understand the totality of Michael
Yes.
Makalang, who he was. Okay, thank you. I think I understand that. And for our third point, my point would be I, the subject I, the thinking self, is an empty concept.
In that statement that you shown to us, I think I would not I did not agree with that because the I is as a subject whose only purpose is to experience can be known through perception.
Okay, I think I get your point of your objection, but yeah, the I who also experience is somehow, as Kenji Litani have said already, that though we can experience things, but we're not really that so sure about the totality of that thing. And as for me, the I is a substance. That thing itself cannot be predicated. The I cannot be predicated because this is something that we cannot really thought of. For example, I ask myself like, who am I? Can I answer that directly? Of course, I'm not because the I itself is the empty idea, which is it exists for itself. Like I don't know anything further about it.
So for our insight, first insight would be Michael McCallum.
For me, through the senses, I can recognize the possibility by my own understanding and my own experience from the sensible world that my own understanding is limited. I cannot understand everything. I cannot understand the things. I cannot understand the thoughts or the thinking of God. I have a limited understanding. That is my possibility.
And for my second insight, and for the second insight, our mind is the one who constructs or creates a picture of the world based on what we perceive through our senses. Just like what Immanuel Kant said, I agree with his statement that the structure of the world is the result of the structure of our mind. Yes, we are the one who construct. We're the one who construct the things that we perceive through our senses. Just like what I've said earlier, but to our but but to the fact that we are limited, we cannot really know the nature of a thing or the whole.
Somehow I agree with you, Ken, because when it comes for a reflection or examining ourselves, we somehow discover that I myself is an empty concept. Somehow I keep doubting of who am I, what am I, and this is something that I could not really understand at all, or I cannot give the totality of the answer because somehow my life is continuous. I never really discover my totality and my wholity until I think the day that it comes. So who knows? But I think by experience itself, we can somehow know a possibility. Like we can know that God exists also because we experience His goodness around us.
This is our conclusion. So based in your insight, therefore a man's understanding is limited to perceiving things through our senses.
I think that would be all, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Kana lang. Salamat.
Thank you.